5 mental health tips for remote working. Many of us have no choice but to work from home. In this video, I will share with you 5 mental health tips for remote working or studying. Hi, this is Vojko Mihnja. Welcome to Crossroads Psychology. I'm a Beijing-based psychology teacher from Romania. In this video, I want to share with you 5 mental health tips that I hope will help you plan and organize your remote work or your remote study. This video was inspired by an article I read on the website of the Institute of Psychiatry, Psychology and Neuroscience. I will link the article in the description below. Alright, let's start. I have taken some notes on the iPad and I will refer to them as we go, with each point one at a time. At number 1, the first tip, broadcast your schedule. What do I mean by that? First of all, you have to maintain regular hours and stick to a predetermined schedule. This also involves you letting people know when you're available. Letting them know that in the morning between this time and this time, I'm doing work. Although we are at home, doesn't mean that we are free all the time to be called by our friends or by our neighbors or who knows. So it is important to broadcast our schedule to those around us, to our family and friends who have access to us, so that your work is not always interrupted. Especially when you engage in deep work, it is very important for you not to be interrupted. So once you've set up your schedule, make sure it's posted and everyone who needs to know has access to your schedule, so that they know when your break time is, so they can call you during your break time, rather when you are, involved, engaged in your the most important task of the day. So at number 1, broadcast your schedule. At number 2, keep a healthy routine. What do I mean by that? Wake up every morning at the same time. Go to bed roughly at the same time every night. Don't do an all-nighter and then the next morning you wake up and you're very tired. No, keep the same wake up and going to bed times. Keep a healthy routine. Do some physical exercise in the morning, or some stretching, or just a few push-ups or a few squats, or make sure you engage your body in the morning in some physical way. It energizes you and makes you be ready for the day. And also, you can tick a box in your to-do list for the day. I exercised a bit, right? So I recommend you exercise first thing in the morning. I do so every day. I have a pull-up bar in the balcony and I do 5 sets of 5 pull-ups. That's 25 pull-ups. That's a good start for the day. You could do push-ups or any other exercise that you like or you want to do. Now, do not delay the start of your day. Don't be let me check my Instagram and let me check my social media and enjoy your coffee and chill out and relax on your sofa. If your day starts at 8, make sure at 8 you are at your desk ready to start your work. At the same time, don't drag your day until late in the evening. Set a clear start and finish time. It's like going to the office, right? You have to be at the office at 8 and you can go home at 4 or at 5. Well, do you usually stay at the office another 1 or 2 hours just to dilly-dally with your work? No. Make sure your work is finished at 4 and then return the next day. Same, start your day on time, finish your day on time. It is very important to a healthy routine. Routine being the key word, but also healthy is very important. Healthy both physically, but also mentally, and in a way that it's structured and you know exactly what you have to do every day, and just follow your schedule. Stick by it. At number 3, set up your work area. And by that, I mean make sure it's really well set up. Keep everything within reach so you don't have an excuse, oh, let me go and take the scissors from like the other room. No, bring your scissors in your desk so that you always stay focused and your work is uninterrupted. I think this is the key word here. Your work is uninterrupted. So your work area is ergonomic. You have everything you need within your arm's reach. At the same time, keep it well lit. If you can set up your desk in front of a window, that's perfect because you also get some daylight in, and that will just boost your energy. If it's possible, make it noise free. Close your door, keep your room, keep a good environment, a work conducive environment. And since you sit at a desk for a long time during the day, make sure your chair is pretty comfy. Now, I'm not saying go and buy like an extremely expensive ergonomic chair, but just make sure you feel, your back is straight, you feel it's at a good level to your desk, and you just feel well when you sit at your desk. If it's needed, add a pillow at the back or sit on a pillow. Just make sure your area is set up, and at the end of the day, reset your area. If you use the scissors, put them back in the same place. Arrange all the papers on your desk. Put everything in order and ready for the next day's work. Very important to have an area ready, set up to start work and to continue the flow of your work smoothly. All right, that was at number 3. At number 4, set your alarm for not waking up for break time. Do not skip your breaks. Do not say, oh, I forgot. Well, of course, when you're engaged in your work, sometimes we forget. So set up your alarm clock for your break time. Every 2 hours or every 2 hours and a half, you want to take a 10, 20, 15-minute break. Set your alarm so that your break time is set in stone. Now, it is also important during your break time to walk away from your workstation. Now, if you want to check your Instagram during your break time, don't do it at your desk. Do it, in the kitchen or in the living room, on the sofa, in your armchair. Make sure you move away from your work area so that it's break time. It's something else. All right? Now, at regular intervals, make sure you have a break. Make sure you stand up from your workstation. Make sure you leave the room or you leave your area and have some coffee, have some tea. I hope you're not having water break time because you should be drinking water regularly. You should have a bottle of water next to you and drink from it regularly all the time. And it's important for you not to have to go out of the room to take water. So bring water right next to your desk. And make sure that you stick to your break time. So you set an alarm for the break, but it doesn't mean that your break would go on and on and on. If your break is 10 minutes, then it's 10 minutes. If it's 15 minutes, it's 15 minutes. And come back to your workstation and continue your work until your next break. All right. Last, number 5. Don't compromise when it comes to food. It's very easy when we work from home to forget the things that we do at home. Usually we come home and we eat and we cook and we have a good meal. Well, when we work at home, we kind of like get too much involved with our working duties that we neglect our food. So make sure you eat well. Make sure if you cook your meals, prepare your meals. Allocate a time for you to cook your meals and eat well. Also, don't eat everyday instant noodles. Like, it's just not good for you. Make sure you have proper meals, proper warm meals. I would say manage your fruit intake. Don't eat too many fruits. Don't eat too much carbs. Reduce your carbs intake. Make sure you eat some protein. Make sure you eat enough vegetables. And make sure you drink water before and after your meal. Don't compromise with your food. The same way you don't want to compromise with your physical health, you don't want to compromise with your food. Alright, so these are the 5 tips, the 5 mental health tips that I recommend for remote working or remote studying. Let's go over them one more time. Number 1, broadcast your schedule. 2, keep a healthy routine. 3, set up your work area. 4, set your alarm for break time. And 5, don't compromise when it comes to food. Alright, if you enjoyed this video and if you're interested in the application of psychology to real life and how we can guard and improve our mental health, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel so that you don't miss the next episode. Until next time, this is Vojko Michnia signing off from Beijing.